Hey guys, it's David here, and it's currently day 134. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I do hope you guys are doing better than yesterday. But you guys are probably wondering, where the heck have I been? It's been 2 days now, third day coming up. I have been inactive. Where have I been? Well, quite frankly with you guys, I have been on the bender for the last 2 days. And though I despise what I had done, although I don't do what I do anymore, I had done it before again and again. And again, this time being the worst. It's been 2 days now since I last sleep, and I had a few hours of sleep today to just be okay to make this video. I say this time is the worst, not because it's the last time, so I'm created this big fuck off bachelor party, like planned for everything exactly. Not entirely. It is the worst because I had left behind 2 days. That is something I did not intend nor expect. It's because I had become someone different that I don't want to see myself as. It is because I tried to hide today or the past 2 days from you guys. I wanted to hide it from you guys because I thought I could be so slick with it. I thought I could just pull it off and let nobody know what I had been up to. Just give it one more shot, hoping for a different outcome this time. And I planned for today, knowing that I was going to self-sabotage sometime this week, knowing that I had made the commitment to purchase things I'm not supposed to just to self-sabotage this week. So I had the time to plan. I had the time to create videos, to cover my absentees on YouTube. I had seen my mentors and the people I need to see just to tell them I'll be fine. I had done what I need to do. I had done the work the day prior and the day on when I had self-sabotage. Planned for this day because I had the intention to hide it from you guys. And that is because I had made the commitment before, again and again with you guys, to not do it again, to not fall back in this trap of thinking that the outcome will be different if my situation or environment is still the same. Although the effort I may put in more this time, and that is shown evident through my 2 days absentees, the outcome was still the same. I still didn't get what I was chasing. Now, guys, I am a perfect melancholy, and there is a personality in the book called Wired That Way, and that is a part of my personality. I am kind of a perfectionist. So if something doesn't go my way, if something doesn't go the way I had intended to, I'll constantly jam at the door hoping that the outcome or the result will be the one in my favor. So I just had this urge, had this feeling to fight for what I wanted it to be as all this effort, all this time, all this commitment I had put in to this experience had all gone to waste otherwise. That is how I viewed it. So I was fighting for a different outcome, and I had been fighting for the past 3 tries, and that's it for me. 3 strikes and I'm out, because I just can't simply keep holding myself back from this stuff. And I wanted to hide from you guys because I know you guys will be just as sick, even more sick and tired of hearing me making these commitments and not living up to it, because I am sick of making these false promises, knowing that I'm going to relapse, knowing that I'm going to self-sabotage. I would even call it relapse because I'm not identified as an addict. It is simply an experience, a very odd and dumb one indeed. Now, this time is the worst, not because I have been absent for 2 days doing nothing else except watch porn, and not because I have become a different person during those 2 days, but because I had the intention to hide it from you guys. Now, hiding from your action is worse than doing those actions, because you never made the change when you hide something. Because when you hide, you're avoiding the truth. You're avoiding the answer to find you, or vice versa. You don't speak about it because there's shame, there's guilt and disappointment, and perhaps about yourself and or how you will be judged by others. When you hide it, you allow that experience to shape your self-image. When you hide it, you simply throw in the right flag and say, this is who I am, I can't be bothered changing myself. And you may not totally agree and be proud of who you become, but you didn't want to change. You didn't want to be accountable for where you are today. Therefore, you gave up. Therefore, you hide it from others because you don't want to be looked upon that way. You don't want to be shamed upon that way. But that is who you are. You allow that to be a part of your identity because you didn't want to be different. It's not, oh, I've tried. It's not that, oh, I'm on the journey to being processed. It's either you're doing it or not. Either you changed or you haven't changed. And yes, I had made these dumb experiences. Yes, I had done these dumb, odd choices. Have I changed? Yes, I have changed. It's not, oh, I'm giving change a try today. I'm giving change a try this week, or I'm giving change a try as my New Year's resolution. You either do something or don't, guys. There's no in the middle. There's no in the middle of just trying something and giving up, because then you're just giving up. If it's the process, if it's a journey, if it's something you're in at the moment, you're doing it, you're changing. And that is something you should be grateful and happy of. And that is why I think hiding from our actions is worse than the action we do itself. Because the end doesn't start from where we began, but it stops where we left off. In other words, people can create and break habits. Both take responsibility, but breaking them requires people to be accountable. And people don't want to be accountable. People don't want to admit for their own failures. Like example, anyone can make choices in their life. Anyone has the freedom to make choices. Anyone could create and form bad behaviors. Anyone could make mistakes in their life. And that is okay. But your self-identity doesn't stop from where you start. It doesn't stop from the bad habit you picked. It doesn't stop from the mistake you made a few weekends ago. But your self-identity stops when you reinforce that behavior over and over again and you never make the effort to change. That is when the action and behavior you do in your day-to-day life take on as a part of your identity, as a part of your self-image, because you simply have no intention to change. And you deeply, down inside, has accepted this to be a part of you. Although you may despise it, although you may be angry about it, although you may not want this quality in your life, change is something you don't want to do because it is so much more difficult than just to admit your current situation and circumstances. The reason we hide it from others is because we just don't want people to tell us, to reflect us, to remind us of the person we are, of the person we don't want people to see ourselves as a person we deeply do not want us to become ourselves. That being said, I didn't expect to go for so long. To go for 2 days, that is not what I had intended. Like I said, I did make a video to cover my absence, which is something I didn't post because, well, I forgot, but it's also because I didn't have the courage to, or the balls to kind of lie to myself that much, to be so dishonest with myself and to you guys. Because that is not why I had made this YouTube channel. It is not why I had created this channel. To what? Lie to myself and remind myself of my lying? No, that's not the purpose. Those 2 days has not been short-lived. Those 2 days felt like an absolute eternity. When you stop doing something you love, when you stop doing something you are grateful for doing each day, when you don't do something and you move backwards or stay the same, life is a drag. Life is a drag because you are not moving forward. You are not changing. And when you have a change mentality, change is king. If you don't change, life is meaningless. And life is meaningful to me when I become better in all aspect. No one fixed solution, outcome, or area or field. In change as a whole person. If change doesn't occur, life is no fun. Not only has these 2 days been a drag, the whole week, the whole few days leading up to this self-sabotage has been somewhat a divided attention for me because I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen when I made the internal commitment to myself that I was going to give it one more shot, although I said I was going to not do it again. Although I made the video twice on not doing it again, I had made the internal dialogue to say to myself that I will do it again just to hope that the outcome will be different. And that is because during that time, calm down and allow desire, allow my emotions to win over. So the rule here is don't let your emotion make choice because at the end of the day, the choice you make will not be logically. And after I made that choice, I felt bad because when I got cleared up, when I had my clarity, it didn't make sense to me as to why I made this choice. And it was pure dumb. And that is something you just learn. It's an experience you learn. But if you don't look for the answer will not give you itself. The answer will not find you. Now that this is water under the bridge, I could say that I have been more freed, both mentally, because there's nothing I have planned in the future about self-sabotage. I don't want to plan for self-sabotage. I want to plan myself for success. So there's nothing I want to self-sabotage about myself anymore, at least not in this field, because yes, there will be unpredicted events in the future, but there won't be one thing that will be in my control that I will let slide in my life again, because it is simply not worth it. The experiences I gained from these lessons, these experiences were worthwhile. The experiences I had during these times were not worth the price to pay now. They may be fun, they may last a few days, but the future I'm working towards is going to be better than any high, anything the world can give me. On the bright side, on the positive side, I'm so grateful during these self-sabotage moments. And to keep it short with you guys, what I had learned during this experience is that if we want an outcome to be different, if we want any sorts of outcome to be different, then the circumstance and environment must change to some degree. If that remains same, the amount of effort we put into it, the amount of work and time we put into it may result in an inconsequential change. And also, say the right things to yourself. It is so important. And especially during times of self sabotage, especially during times of bad days or even happy days, self talk is all that matters. Self talk will keep or break momentum. It can make you feel great or down. It can make your good day into a bad day or your bad day into a good day. So I suggest say the right thing to yourself. Be the teacher you wish you had, because most of our problems are created by ourselves. Most of the problems we face in our world are created by our self talk. Same goes with success. It's our internal voice that either emphasizes things or diminishes things. But apart from that, guys, past 2 days has been a drag. It has been a drag, but there's so much things to talk about that I simply cannot cover in this video alone. I could say today, being on the first day coming off, I'm feeling great. I'm getting back into work, which is something I don't do. But that's, hey, that's experience. That's what you learn from these mistakes. You learn to get around things. You learn to be better next time. Not saying I'll be better coming back from another self-sabotage, but definitely I'll be better in life in general. And that is what life is about. That is a growth mindset. It's just to grow. Even yes, you fail a few times. Yes, you set back a few times. But if you grow, that failure, that setback will be minimized. And that is the goal, is to minimize your setbacks and to emphasize you pushing forward. Guys, right now it's pretty late, but either way, I'm going to the gym and I'm going to hit an insane chest, shoulder, and tricep workout, because even though it's late, even though I don't want to do it, even though I want to sleep, it is the right thing to do and it's the thing that will make my day better. But that being said, I hope you guys had a wonderful day and I do hope you guys had learned something from this. If not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow and I will be here for you guys tomorrow. So see you guys then. Good night.